Hey guys, Jujubear here, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm just kind of setting myself a bit of a challenge. I'm playing as Galatia, but I'm trying to do a no sword build. So there shouldn't be a single sword in this army that I have fielded. So what I'm doing is kind of like a similar build to something that I've had some like a little bit of success with lately. So I've got noble swords in the center. Just gonna go overhead for a second. Noble swords in the center, including my general, and then they're backed up with Galatian spears, 4 of them. Out in the flanks, I've got Galatian noblemen and a levy freeman. I've also got mercenary Cappadocian cav on the flanks and a mercenary Syrian archer as well. I think I have 2 Galatian raiders, or maybe just 1. Yeah, I think I only have money for 1 Galatian raider. So lots of spears. I'm kind of relying on my shock cav, or my very heavy melee cav to win me the match. And I am playing against the Iceni, so it's definitely winnable. Now my opponent brings his veteran riders up here onto this hill, so you can probably see my whole formation here, but this just kind of gives me an opportunity to just throw lots and lots and lots of javelins at this unit. So getting a lot of free kills on this fairly expensive unit. I don't know. They're not that expensive. There's another 2 veteran riders down on this hill. And he's got, it looks like a couple of Britain slingers, chosen spear bands, chosen sword band. He's probably got a line of those chosen sword bands. So definitely looking like a sword build from the Iceni player, which is like, you know, why wouldn't you? It makes sense, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is put it on forward for a second. What I'm doing is holding my Syrian archers in the woods to fire out of, to hopefully give them some cover and maybe keep them hidden for a little bit longer. Because I only have 2 missile troops, really, I probably should bring more to kind of use as their killing power, but this is my first mistake of the match. I bring my Syrian archers out and I'm going to start trying to fire on these veteran riders. I don't really get a very good opportunity, but it kind of enables his Britain slingers to fire upon this very expensive unit, and I'm going to take a lot of unnecessary losses. Already I've lost 30, 40, wow, a lot of men. So definitely not the best use of a mercenary Syrian archer. Almost gone. Down to half strength. So, well played, Jujubear. Well played. Gonna chase these veteran riders up the hill. I haven't killed any of those units just yet, but I still have a lot of ammo left on this Galatian raider. So definitely seems to be working at my advantage so far. I probably should have brought more Galatian raiders, to be honest. There's a lot of things about this build that I'm not sure about. Anyway, I see that he's got his veteran riders a little bit overextended, so what I'm going to do is try and do a bit of a pincer movement. Just hold him with these the cavalry units and maybe send some levy freemen in to kill them off. I've also got my other mercenary Cappadocians in here. He does take the bait a little bit too far from any support, and I'm going to kind of just send different units around to hold them in. He does have another veteran rider here, but I'm going to meet him with my spear levy. Get a couple of kills there. And these Galatian raiders are going to be getting some very nice shots into the flank of this this little fight here. So picking up a couple of kills, 31 so far, on some fairly expensive units. Good shit. My levy freemen are going to be allowed to get a charge downhill into these veteran riders. Probably finish them off. He does have a chosen spear band incoming, but it's probably a little bit too late. And I've pulled back my entire line here. So the rest of his army comes into view here. So he's got a couple of these painted ones, which I'm very scared of. They have a bonus versus infantry of 15, which is pretty hectic. And good, you know, weapon attack and weapon damage and melee attack, all that kind of stuff. And a good charge bonus. So I'm going to have to make sure that I nullify these guys' charge bonus. And I'm probably going to have to do that with my noble horse. I have managed to finish off all the cavalry out in this flank, so I do have the cavalry advantage now, and I can just start peeling units back into my main line and just ignore this spear band. I don't want to have to deal with it right now. At this point, I'm going to mobilize the rest of my troops to make an attack on the front. He's got 3 of these Britain slingers that are going to be firing on me units. They have been pretty useful in this battle so far, getting rid of one of my Syrian archers. I've got the other one in the woods here. I think I'm probably firing on the painted ones, because the painted ones don't have the best armor or missile block chance either, so a nice little juicy target there. Let's get him real close for the cav charge here. These painted ones don't really stand a chance because they are light melee infantry. They're going to get absolutely wrecked on the charge. What I have to make sure that I do though is get my Galatian spears into combat quick enough to knock them out, because I don't want them coming back into this fight. That's for sure. Because even with that cav charge, they can still win this with their advantage versus infantry. So I have managed to engage all across the board. These Galatian noblemen up against Chosen Swords band. I'll probably hang out for a long time in that engagement. These Galatian spears and with Chosen Swords band probably won't win it. Over here, I managed to do the same thing. I got a noble horse into his Chosen Sword band before putting my Galatian nobleman into combat. He is going to bring out his Briton slingers. Don't know what he was trying to shoot here. Probably my mercenary Syrians. I think I was returning fire as well. Probably not the best target, to be honest. But yeah, these painted ones managed to stay in the fight for a little bit. They picked up 12 kills. And my Galatian spears all through the center are starting to fail. Like I probably knew this was happening, really. So what I'm going to do is bring my melee cav, my heavy melee cav around the flanks and try and get into his skirmishes. Make sure they don't play a part anymore. Because I want to have missile and cavalry supremacy on the field. He does have his heroic riders coming in here. I'm going to have to get a cheeky rear charge into these Chosen Sword band. And then I think I issued another attack order on his heroic riders, so I get like not the best charge. He doesn't get the best charge either, so I'm probably going to last a long time in this little fight. My Galatian raiders are actually going to be taking some shots into his general here, so maybe I can snipe him quickly off the battlefield. He is reinforcing over here with his Chosen Spear band, which is not good. I'm going to have to try and use my noble horse to some good effect. Very heavy spear infantry, not going to be a quick and easy knockout, that's for sure. Over here, Chosen Swords band, they're actually losing against my Galatian nobleman. Didn't expect that to happen. Over here, he has managed to break through. And I'm going to get a nice charge in here with my mercenary Cappadocians into his Chosen Sword band. Picking up a couple of kills on his heroic rider general as well. At this point, my Galatian raiders are going to be running around, finishing off different skirmishing units. Very useful units for that kind of thing. I get a nice rear charge into these Chosen Spear band. I'm going to have to pull out at some point. Got these mercenary Cappadocians around the flank, or back into my center, and I'm going to try and pick out a nice juicy target. I get a really awkward charge in here into like nothing. I think I was aiming for the back of this little engagement here. I finally make it in, but it wasn't the best charge either, so I really should just be taking my time. And now, look at these skirmishes. These slingers are going to turn around and just absolutely hail my noble horse with fire, so no good. But that's okay, I'm going to chase them back with my own noble horse. And it looks like my Galatian raiders are doing a pretty quick job of finishing off a couple of different key units on the battlefield. These Chosen Spear band are going to be a prick to deal with though. If my Syrians have any... Yep, so they've got armor left and they are firing on this Chosen Spear band, so that's pretty much my only answer to them. I'm going to get my Galatian nobleman, and once I finish off that Chosen Sword band, I'm going to go after those Chosen Spear band. These Galatian Spears actually managed to finish off their enemy in these Chosen Sword band. And we're getting a nice rear charge into these units again. With the help of the rear fire from those mercenary Syrian archers, we are able to finish off this unit with 114 men left. What the hell, man? These are Chosen Sword band, finally picked apart by these Levy Freemen. And his last Chosen Spear band with... How much morale do these guys have? I don't know. I didn't actually catch that, but I think they have a lot of morale and they actually ended up routing out of the fight. So good shit. I think the biggest threat to my army at the start of the match was the painted ones, and of course his swords. Luckily he didn't bring heaps of them, and I was able to nullify the charge and the effectiveness of these painted ones. His skirmishes could have been a pain in the ass, but I managed to deal with those guys. But yeah, a lot of kills on those Galatian raiders. XP rank number 2, getting a lot of kills on his very, very dangerous skirmishes. The Galatian Spears not really doing a whole lot, but that was pretty much my best option. I think they all have shield wall, which is why I picked them, but I didn't end up actually using them in shield wall. This was actually a pretty interesting engagement. The Galatian noblemen winning out against the Chosen Sword band, where they did get a proper engagement. So that was pretty interesting that ever happened. On the right flank, they didn't get any help at all, and they ended up... Oh, on the left flank, sorry, they didn't get any help at all, and they managed to win that engagement, so I was pretty impressed with that. But yeah, Noble Horse always going to get amazing amounts of kills when I charge into unbraced painted ones like my melee infantry. So Yeah, good game for my opponent, Campbell Man, number 17. And thank you for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.